Chris Barnes is well known for his TV struggles throughout his entire career, and this started pretty much from the get-go. For example, in the 2000 season, he made a total of 12 TV finals in that season alone and failed to win a title, which is still a PBA record to this day. Unfortunately for Barnes, his struggles on TV continued to follow him for most of his career, and this meant that he picked up a reputation of being a bit of a choker on TV, although I would argue that this is a false perception. A lot of Barnes' struggles were due to some really bad breaks. There were some occasions where you could say he did choke, but he definitely had more than his fair share of rotten luck on TV. He currently has 19 tour titles, but as we will see at the end of this video, he should have had a lot more, and for how dominant he was throughout much of his career, he should have easily been pushing 30 titles. This is a new video series I'm doing where I look at the top 5 worst moments of a bowler on TV, and I'm also going to do a best 5 moments video too. I'm starting to work my way through other PBA bowlers, so if there's any bowler you'd like me to do a top 5 worst or best moments for, then let me know in the comment section below. Obviously today's video is all about Chris Barnes, so let's jump straight into the list. Number 5, the 2012 USBC Masters.
Great finish. And again.
So am I, to be honest with you. Chris Barnes looked like he was absolutely locked in. Remember the last time on that lane, he went light.
We'll leave it open. Whoa. We are using here. Barnes has got to find one here. There's the 10. Unbelievable how this match has completely swung. Is he in the groove?
That may have been his best shot of the day right there. Right now, the best Chris Barnes can shoot is 213.
Even more so probably for Barnes.
Yeah, baby! He needed 9, he got 10. This match is over.
The USBC Masters is an event Barnes has had great success in when it comes to qualification and match play. He's just never managed to win the title. He was the number 1 seed in 2010, but ended up losing to Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the title match as Walter went ahead and shot a 290 game. 2 years later, in the 2012 USBC Masters, Barnes again made the TV show as the 1 seed, but still he would not claim this major event. He ended up playing Mike Fagan in the title match, who was struggling early on. Barnes was right on top of this match and had a 31-pin lead after 5, but Fagan found something and started to fight back so that it was all even after Fagan's 8th frame. But it was disaster for Barnes in the 8th, and the ball jumped through the nose for the 4-7-10. Fagan struck in the 9th and then needed 9 pins in the 10th, which he managed to do and claimed the title. Fagan really fought back well in this one, but one poor shot from Barnes cost him dearly. Number 4, the 2011 PBA Playoffs.
Some heat and pressure on Chris Barnes.
First season of the tour in 1959. Barnes an open frame. Goes back to some fans in here, and he's doing that, but Barnes.
There it is. Remember the last shot on that lane, Rob? Got it wide, came back and kind of tickled the rack. This time he throws a pretty good shot, checks early, goes right through the face, leaving a big 4.
Frame of this match. Could be and will be. Leaves the 10 pin.
Come on, crush.
There's your strike.
I guarantee just 1 shot for the guy. Just 1.
Oh, no.
7-10.
Chris Barnes talked to us about this very issue.
7-10 on television has not been taken care of since 1991. $7-10 again! Again! Hambo! 8 pins for the win. Give it to him!
Now we take a look at the championship match of the 2011 PBA Playoffs, the first time this event was held, and it's Chris Barnes versus Dick Allen. It was the first of 2 games, and in game 1, once again, Barnes got off to a hot start with the first 4 strikes, and this seems to be a theme for Barnes, building up significant leads before things start to go horribly wrong. His 5th shot went light, leaving the 4-8, and he missed it, taking out just the 8 pin. He did respond with a double, but in the 8th frame, he went through the nose, leaving the big 4. This left Dick Allen to strike out for a 237 game, and he would take game 1. Dick Allen had a real struggle in game 2 to begin with, but luck was just not on Barnes' side as he left a pocket 7-10 in frame 6, then unbelievably in the very next frame, he left the 7-10 again, and this would mean that Dick Allen would go on to win game 2 and take home the title. Number 3, the 2009 Marathon Open.
Tournament. Go. That one way off, though. Little baby split. Great start.
Maintain a huge lead over Bill O'Neill.
But he doesn't convert. Chops the 2, leaves the 7. Open frame. Tie. Oh, lucky man. Almost had a very difficult. Wow. 1-6-10.
Gotta have it.
Does have it.
And finish the 10th frame. Has to strike on this ball. Well, we've got a new match here, sir.
Oh, boy. That started off so far right.
It was a little right of target and a little fast, and that's what adrenaline does to you.
Oh, he's going lefty here, just kind of giving up. How about that? 2-8-10. And Bill O'Neill, an unbelievable comeback with 6 in a row to finish it. It takes out Chris Barnes.
It was the first match of the finals of the 2009 Marathon Open, and Barnes was facing Bill O'Neill. It was a fantastic start for Barnes, who had the first 6 strikes, while O'Neill really struggled with carry with 4 9s, including back-to-back 10 pins. This meant Barnes had a commanding lead of 51 pins after 6 frames, but his 7th shot went light and he left the 2-7, which he failed to spare. O'Neill started to strike from this point, and just keep in mind that Barnes did get this good break in frame 8 that could have easily been a split. O'Neill dug in incredibly deep here, striking all the way out for a 239 and a 3-pin lead. This meant Barnes had to strike in the first shot of the 10th, and as we saw, the ball just didn't pick up and he left the 2-8-10. Barnes was in total control, and blowing a 51-pin lead after 6 frames definitely earns this moment at the number 3 spot. Number 2, the 2009 US Open.
Betrayed by the 8-pin.
It's got to have all 10. And all I can say is I'm absolutely speechless from the solid 8-pin that Chris Barnes just left. That shot was absolutely perfect.
Scroggins moves on. Your head, Scroggy. You take it.
All I can say is unbelievable. Chris Barnes did everything he was supposed to do in that 10th frame and was robbed.
Now, this is probably one of the more memorable moments in Barnes' career, as this was just a horrendous break. It was the 2009 US Open and the third match, where it was Barnes taking on Mike Scroggins, with the winner facing the 1 seed Norm Duke. All three of these players were in the top 6 for the PBA Player of the Year race, so there was more at stake than just a title, and it was an extremely close affair throughout, and it went right down to the wire. Scroggins got a very crucial strike in the fill shot of his 10th frame, which tied things up and meant that Barnes had to strike and get 6 pins to win, but there was also a possibility of a tie. Barnes' first shot, as we saw earlier, was about as good as you can throw it, and this must have given Randy PTSD in the commentary booth as well. This was horrible to watch, and it still wasn't over though. Barnes spared the 8 pin and could still force a roll off with a strike, but a 10 pin would stand, and again, this is just another example of Barnes' terrible luck on TV. There certainly was no choking involved here, and he absolutely nailed the first shot and put in another decent shot for the chance to tie, but it was not to be. Number 1, the 2008 Tournament of Champions.
Player to ever do it 3 consecutive years in a row. 4 in a 5-step approach.
Oh my God.
Oh, there we go. All of a sudden now we've got a different match.
Ho, ho, ho!
He did it!
One more.
Right here.
Come on. That's okay.
Oh.
That's okay.
Huge. Has to have all 10, Rob.
Haugen celebrates. Barnes picks himself up off the wood. What an improbable comeback.
I think we all remember this one. Barnes blew a 53-pin lead to lose the 2008 Tournament of Champions, although to be fair, Michael Haugen Jr. put in an incredibly gutsy performance, which was nothing new for him. He came roaring back, striking out from the 7th frame. Meanwhile, Barnes missed a 10-pin in the 9th, which gave Haugen that glimmer of hope that he needed, and he went ahead and struck out. It was all tied up with Barnes heading into the 10th, and he needed a double for the win, but the first shot went light and he left a 2-pin. Now, all credit to Haugen, as I said, but Barnes did throw this one away by missing that 10-pin in the 9th. And that will bring us to an end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as I mentioned, this is a new series that I've started, so I will be doing a top 5 of Barnes' best moments on TV, but also I'll do videos for other PBA players too, so if there's anyone in particular you'd like me to do a video on, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all once again, and if you have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.